Welcome and what is up everybody, this is Casper with Casper Crypto, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys some insane news that just came out about Dogecoin and crypto in general and how this is going to affect the markets, either pushing the price up or down. That's exactly what you guys will see in today's video. But before we do so, I'd really appreciate you guys could smash that like button down below and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate it a ton. Alright, so getting into the video, as you can see, we're currently down about 10% in the total crypto market cap today. Bitcoin's down around 8%, Ethereum's about 9%. Overall, just if you take a look at all these cryptos, the majority are down about 10%. There aren't any major outliers. And Dogecoin's actually holding on pretty strong. It hasn't had that big of a dip. Like compared to the whole total global market cap of crypto, it's actually even doing better than it. So that's a pretty good sign that we're having a lot of strong Doge army that's hodling the whole time and they're not scared of selling, so that's great. So taking a look at the prices, we can see that we had this huge run up in the beginning of the week pre-Coinbase listing, or before Dogecoin got listed on Coinbase, and right when it got listed on Coinbase it actually dumped all the way back down to about 35 cents. And this is a simple case of buy the rumor, sell the news. The rumor came out that Coinbase was listing it and people sold off on the news, and that dropped the price of Dogecoin by about like 10%. But since then, we've just been consolidating a bit, and today we just had this major sell-off happen in the crypto market in general, but Dogecoin has also taken a pretty massive hit. So just taking a look at the charts really quick, we'll get into the news right after this. So taking a look at the charts, as we can see right here, Doge USD, we can see that Dogecoin dropped pretty badly, as you can see, from about 37 cents down to, at a certain point, 29 cents. And if you guys checked out my latest videos, my other videos, I actually mentioned in them that a pretty big place of support would be right around the 29 to 30 cent area, right around here, using the Fibonacci retracement level. And that's exactly what it did. It used that perfectly to bounce back up from here. I don't know if we're done with this huge crash yet. I think that there still could be some more room to run in the downwards direction. I definitely hope not, but it's always a possibility you need to consider and get yourself ready, you know, so in case something happens. But yeah, just taking a look, I think that Dogecoin right now is at a pretty good area. This is on a trend line that has repeated it many times before, bounced on it. I think that we're doing all right. We don't need to worry too much. But if it does dip down, I know I'm definitely going to be averaging in onto Dogecoin and buying some more on the dip, because I definitely see a lot of potential in Dogecoin long term. I think that by the end of this bull run, we could definitely see $1, if not $2 or $3 on Dogecoin. So that's what I'm currently doing and what I'm planning to do. These are just my personal thoughts and opinions. This is not financial advice, of course. And I hope you guys enjoy this kind of content. So if we take a look at the news, we can see that the IRS right here is seeking out millions in fresh funding to expand crypto tax enforcement. So there's some good news and some bad news here. So I mean, they're getting more and more heavily restricted on crypto taxes, like paying taxes on your crypto. And I know there's some like loopholes that some people try to use in order to evade taxes using crypto, which the government is starting to realize that people are doing this, and they don't really want people to continue doing this as crypto expands into a major asset class around the world. So they're just hiring a bunch of people to help enforce the taxes and find ways to tax people correctly on their crypto gains. So if we take a look right here, it says that the IRS is pitching an expanded enforcement budget with a special force on cryptocurrencies and cybercrime. And the good news about this is that we're actually heading towards an era where this is actually needed. Like, they actually need to expand into cryptocurrencies and cybercrime. That means that we're actually getting some mass adoption. This is like the government adopting to Bitcoin already. Like, these are some really good positive news long term. If you take a look at it, gotta think of it that way, because if the government didn't see crypto as being a long-term thing, like it was just going to be a quick pump and dump, we're done with Bitcoin after this year, then they definitely wouldn't be spending millions upon millions, probably tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars on making sure that their taxes are enforced on this asset class. So If we take a look right here, we can see an outlined IRS budgeting report. IRS will employ an array of specialized contractors to boost its internal efforts. In practice, the increased funding will be used to award more contracts to firms that can assist the tax regulator in its enforcement on crypto-based tax evasion. And then in total, the IRS is seeking 13.2 billion for the 2022 fiscal year, an increase of 1.2 billion compared to 2021. So they're definitely dishing out a lot of cash for this kind of stuff. But you know, cash is trash. I mean, half of that cash was probably printed in the last year. Maybe not half, but like 30%. So Bitcoin all the way and Dogecoin all the way. So on the enforcement side, the IRS is asking for 5.46 billion, a year-over-year increase of 458 million. So the IRS is getting more and more strict on crypto tax evasion, and they're actually dishing out more and more money to protect themselves from it. So I guess that's a really good sign. I mean, unless you're planning to do some tax evasion, which you shouldn't be doing in the first place, right? But this is a bunch of good news because the government sees this as a long-term thing, and if they were spending this much money, like $5.5 billion is a lot of money. They wouldn't be spending this much money if they didn't think it was important. And they also want to add $32 million to boost its crypto and cyber operations, including funds to hire personnel and build a full internal dashboard for cryptocurrency and blockchain analytics. The project is already underway per the report, so they're already getting started. And then we can see some more information here, and I'd recommend taking a look at this article. It's on theblockcrypto.com. It's actually pretty interesting taking a read through this, but I'm just going to go over the most important parts right here. So the Biden administration has positioned its crypto tax efforts in the broader context of the so-called tax gap, or the difference between the total estimated obligations among the U.S. taxpayers and the actual amount collected each year. That's kind of obvious, but through IRS enforcement efforts and strategies for meeting the needs of taxpayers, the IRS intends to decrease that tax gap. I mean, obviously, wouldn't they try to do that? There's obviously people who aren't paying enough taxes as much as they should be, and reporting requirements of cryptocurrency could be a significant help in closing that tax gap. They think that a lot of that tax gap is caused because of cryptocurrency and people just not paying the taxes they're supposed to be on crypto, and that's causing the tax gap to grow in the United States and among other countries as well, probably. We're working on a cryptocurrency bill that will define cryptocurrency for tax purposes and will try to provide appropriate reporting rules, Portman said at the time. So basically they're trying to get more strict on tax on cryptocurrency in order to decrease that tax gap. Basically just trying to make the government more money, and what do you know? But yeah, they're just starting to use different forms for cryptocurrency and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, overall, just a really good article and very interesting stuff that they're putting out here. But overall, what the main message from this is that the IRS and the government, the US government, are definitely seeing crypto as a long-term thing, not just a quick fad that it's popular for 1 year and then dies off the next and it's not important at all. If they're spending like $13 billion on this area, then they definitely expect this to be a big thing. And I wouldn't be surprised if the US government was planning on accumulating Bitcoin during this bull run, if not already accumulating it like this year so far. So yeah, that's basically it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button down below. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.